Good evening and welcome to another meeting of the Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders, November 12th, 2020, agenda meeting. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Certainly. Freeholder Garrettson,
Here.
Freeholder Granados,
Here.
Freeholder Hudak,
Here.
Freeholder Kowalski,
Here.
Freeholder Palmieri Muedad, Freeholder Staton,
Here.
Freeholder Williams,
Here.
and Chairman Mirabella.
President,
Chairman, you have 7 freeholders present for today's agenda meeting.
thank you, Mr. Clerk. Will you please lead us in the prayer and salute to the flag?
Humbly we ask God, the giver of peace and the lover of charity, to give the entire family of nations true agreement with his will, and to grant the light of his spirit on all who work for justice and peace. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And while we're adjusting our cameras and putting our videos on, could you please read the statement of compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act?
Certainly, Chairman. The chair wishes to announce that pursuant to the requirements of New Jersey statutes annotated Title 10, Chapter 4, Section 10 of the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting of the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Union has been given by mailing the annual meeting schedule for the year 2020, along with periodic changes necessitated by circumstances, to the newspapers circulating within the County of Union who are designated to receive such notice, and by posting the annual meeting schedule for the year 2020 in the administration building, and further by filing the annual meeting schedule for the year 2020 with the office of the county clerk.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clerk. Good evening and welcome to another remote meeting of the Freeholder Board. As is our custom, on behalf of the board, I'd like to thank everyone in Union County and the entire community for working together during this COVID-19 outbreak. I also want to thank the many residents in the county who observed Veterans Day and thank all veterans for their service. The Freeholder Board is continuously looking for ways to support and appreciate our veterans throughout the year. So I would like to draw your attention to a new Veterans Parking Spaces program at 9 different Union County parks and buildings. The space is designated by special signs that can be used by military veterans who display a placard. To apply for a placard, please visit the Office of Veterans Affairs online at ucnj.org/hero, or call the office coordinator, Jana Williams, a veteran herself, at 908-527-4918. On behalf of the Freeholder Board, I'd also like to wish everyone a happy and safe Thanksgiving and recommend everyone take additional precautions against COVID-19 when gathering with family and friends. Wear your masks, observe social distance, and let's do our best to continue to protect the entire Union County family. With that in mind, I'd like to remind everyone that we have free COVID tests and free flu tests all in one swab at the drive-in center at Kane University in Union Township. Our mobile test unit also brings free walk-up COVID tests throughout our communities throughout Union County. For more details and which dates the testing is available, please go to the county website at ucnj.org/COVID-19. I want to thank officials in all 21 municipalities for collaborating on the delivery of hundreds of thousands of free surgical masks this week. I think we're up to 190,000 free masks that local municipalities are distributing to their residents and store owners based on their local priorities. I appreciate that effort. That's continuing. The Union County residents, for those that are in need of food assistance, our next drive-up food distribution event will be held in Scotch Plains on November 14th at the vocational school parking lot. We have also a walk-up food distribution taking place in Plainfield on the 14th. At Kane University, there on November 21st will be another food distribution event. So we're out there helping many all of the freeholders have been there at different times helping, along with the volunteers and county employees to make sure that no one is hungry in our county. Thanks to the many donors, we've been able to provide more than 700,000 meals to assist our residents during this pandemic, and we anticipate the number will rise to 1 million before Thanksgiving. In order to provide further assistance to residents who are impacted by COVID-19, we also have designated a total of $1.35 million in federal CARES funding to provide a minimum of 3 months of rent for eligible renters. The application process for rental assistance will open on Monday, November 16th. If you have any questions or would like to apply, please check out the county website for more details on Monday. Just a quick reminder before we wrap up this part of the meeting. During the pandemic, we continue to offer online programs to help residents from all walks of life stay connected with each other in the Union County community. On Monday, November 16th, we will be online with a celebration of women's leadership in New Jersey and the 100th anniversary of the right to vote. This event features First Lady Tammy Murphy and a distinguished panel, including Union County Clerk Joanne Rajapi and Union County College President Dr. Margaret McMenamin. Coming up Saturday, November 21st, is another installment of our virtual Saturdays program for Union County families with special needs children. On Wednesday, November 25th, our Queer Empowerment Hour is a discussion that continues with contributions from straight friends and allies. The meeting just yesterday, I know Freeholder Williams kicked off, was for being out in the military. And it was a wonderful program. I listened in, and really great conversation and good engagement with the community. So those empowerment hours are going very well. I'm very proud of them, and a nice job for everybody who's participating. For more details and registration and information, please visit the county website at UCNJ. And I really want to thank our veterans one more time for all their contributions in Union County and all their service to our country. Now let's get to the business part of our meeting. We will approve communications at the next meeting, at the regular meeting following this agenda meeting. And I'm going to move right on to the county clerk. And I see Clara Fernandez is representing Joanne Rajapi tonight. Clara?
Yes. We just have one item, which is standard every year. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can start video. Okay, this is a standard item that we have every year for the person that designs and maintains our computer program.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions for the deputy county clerk? Doesn't appear there are. Clara, thank you very much, and thank your fellow coworkers for all the work that they're doing on this election battle.
Thank you.
We'll move on to the Department of Economic Development, the Deputy County Manager Wagner.
Good evening, freeholders. The Department of Economic Development has one resolution for your consideration, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Okay. Deputy County Manager, I don't see any questions. Thank you very much.
I have a question. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, go ahead, Freeholder Williams.
I'm sorry. I was trying to find my hand raiser. Yeah, if you could just explain. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't have a question on that. I'm sorry. Thank you. That was
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Amy. We'll move to the Department of Engineering, Public Works, and Facilities Management, and Director Graziano.
Good evening, Chairman. Good evening, freeholders. I have 6 resolutions on tonight for your consideration, and I'll try and answer any questions you have.
Okay. All right, Director, I don't see anything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman.
We'll move on to the Department of Finance and Director Taylor.
Good evening, Chairman and members of the board. Thank you. The Department of Finance has 2 resolutions for your consideration this evening, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
I don't see any questions, but these look like two other grant receipts. Is that correct, Director?
That is correct, sir.
All right, very good. Thank you. No questions. Appreciate what you're doing.
Thank
Move
you.
on to the Department of Human Services and Director Anderson.
Good evening, Chair and members of the board. The Department of Human Services has 8 resolutions on, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Okay, Director, thank you. Okay, no questions, Director. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Office of the County Council, County Council Bergen.
Thank you, Chairman. Freeholders, good evening. Office of the County Council has 3 resolutions tonight. Let me just note, number 2 and number 3 are related. This is for our ongoing redevelopment project. The attorney who was our outside counsel on this withdrew because of a conflict of interest that developed. So we've gone ahead and republished and got new quotations. So number 2 is pre-qualifying both of the law firms that responded. And number 3 is to appoint new counsel to pick up in the middle of this process. It's obviously a large project and we need to have counsel on board. So I just wanted to clarify that. And I'll take any other questions if the board has them.
Okay, thanks for that clarification, Bruce. Any questions for the County Council? I don't see any. Thank you, Bruce. The Office of the County Manager, County Manager Oatman.
Thank you, Chairman. I have 2 items on tonight's agenda. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Okay. Alfredo Granados, please.
Thank you, Chairman. County Manager, in reference to number 1, I know that you worked closely.
Froze up, Sergio.
At least he's got a good smile. Go ahead.
Is it still frozen?
No, you're good
back.
now.
All right, sorry. In reference to number 1, County Manager, I know it's definitely a great program we've been working on, and it's definitely be beneficial, especially to families who have students and some adults who are special needs. So if you can just give more highlights on that.
Sure. I'm actually want to bring in Director Anderson. She can file more color on this. She's somewhere on here. There we go.
Okay. Good evening. Freeholder, the Respite Care Program was established to help the caregivers, giving them a break with, the heavy lift for individuals with special needs and physical and developmental special needs. So giving their parents some time and break. This is for the age range of 5 to 21. There is an application process for the parents to apply, and also for the vendors. We're looking for specific individuals that have worked with the population. The other piece is also working with, so it's 10 hours, anywhere from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So whenever the parent would need that break, this program will provide that respite care for the student, for the parents to be out of their home or within their home, to just give a rest and a break. Because during the pandemic, this family and this group of population really needs those services. So I thank you to the freeholders and the county manager in reference to having this program on for tonight.
Yeah, I know that a lot of members of the Freeholder Board and county as a whole, we've been having a lot of conversation with families who have students learning at home, and how there's some difficulty, especially with students who have special needs, and parents definitely being appreciative of this resolution and the definite help we'll be providing to them and their families. So I just want to thank everybody on the Freeholder Board for your continued support and helping out the community as much as possible.
Thank you, Freeholder. Okay, County Manager, I don't see anybody else, so we're going to move on. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
To freeholder sponsored resolutions. It looks like we have one. So I don't know if there's any comments from the freeholders on that resolution. Doesn't look like we're all kind of included in there anyway. That concludes our business for the agenda portion. So I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Freeholder Williams and seconded by Freeholder Kowalski. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, very good. We will move, if it's all right, Mr. Clerk, right into our next meeting. Do you need any time, or you want to jump right into it?
Chairman, we could go right into it.
All right. Robert, we're all set?
All set.
All right, I call this meeting to order, the Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders, Thursday, November 12th, 2020, regular meeting agenda. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Certainly. Freeholder Garrettson,
Yes.
Freeholder Granados,
Yes.
Freeholder Hudak,
Yes.
Freeholder Kowalski,
Here.
Freeholder Palmieri Muedad, Freeholder Staton,
Here.
Freeholder Williams,
Here,
Chairman Mirabella.
Present.
Chairman, you have 7 freeholders present for the regular meeting.
Thank you very much. Please lead us, Mr. Clerk, in the prayers, salute to the flag.
Humbly we ask God, the giver of peace and the lover of charity, to give the entire family of nations true agreement with his will, and grant the light of his spirit on all who work for justice and peace. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Very good. And while everybody's getting their video situated, please read the statement of compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act.
Yes, Chairman. The chair wishes to announce that pursuant to the requirements of New Jersey statutes annotated Title 10, Chapter 4, Section 10 of the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting of the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Union has been given by mailing the annual schedule for the year 2020, along with periodic changes necessitated by circumstances, to the newspapers circulating within the County of Union who are designated to receive such notice, and by posting the annual meeting schedule for the year 2020 in the Administration Building, and further by filing the annual meeting schedule for the year 2020 with the Office of the County Clerk.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Clerk. May I have a motion to approve the communications?
So moved.
Second.
Freeholder Granados and seconded by Freeholder Garrettson. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Freeholder Garrettson,
Yes.
Freeholder Granados,
Aye.
Freeholder Hudak,
Aye.
Freeholder Kowalski,
Yes.
Freeholder Staton,
Yes.
Freeholder Williams,
aye.
and Chairman Mirabella.
Aye.
Chairman, you have 7 votes in the affirmative on the communication.
Very good, thank you. I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes of the October 1st and October 15th agenda and regular meeting minutes.
So moved.
Moved by
Okay.
Freeholder Kowalski, seconded, I'm sorry, I didn't see who. Freeholder Staton, seconded. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Freeholder Garrettson,
Yes.
Freeholder Granados,
Aye.
Freeholder Hudak, sorry,
Aye, sorry.
Freeholder Hudak,
Aye.
Freeholder Kowalski,
Yes.
Freeholder Staton,
Yes.
Freeholder Williams,
aye to all except for the October 1st regular meeting. I abstain, and October 15th agenda and regular.
and Chairman Mirabella.
Aye.
Chairman Mirabella?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Jim, can you change my record to reflect October 15th? I would like to abstain.
October 15th.
Yes, please.
Yes, I did not call the final count, so that's not a problem.
Thanks.
And Al Mirabella? Chairman?
Aye to both.
Chairman, you have 7 votes in the affirmative for the resolutions. October 1st, you have 6 votes in the affirmative, 7 votes in the affirmative for the agenda meeting, 6 votes in the affirmative with 1 abstention for the October 1st regular meeting. For the October 15th agenda and regular meeting, you have 5 votes in the affirmative with 2 abstentions.
Okay, very good, thank you. We have an ordinance for introduction tonight, so for first reading, Clerk of the Board, please read the ordinance by title.
Certainly. Apologize. Ordinance number 821-2020, An ordinance to amend the laws of Union County Administrative Code and policies and general legislation by amending Part 1, Union County Administrative Code, Chapter 1, Union County Government Structure, Article 16, Department of Human Services, Chapter 2, Administrative Legislation, Article 5, Fiscal Provisions, and Chapter 49, Fees, Article 5, Engineering and Public Works Fees.
Thank you. I'd like to ask Freeholder Williams, Policy Committee Chair, to move this ordinance.
Thank you, Chairman. I would like to move ordinance number 821-2020 for first reading and authorize the clerk of the board to advertise same in accordance with the law. We'll have a public hearing and reading to be scheduled, are scheduled to be held on December 3rd, 2020. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank
I'll
you.
second that, Chairman.
Thank you. Freeholder Kowalski seconds. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Freeholder Garrettson,
Yes.
Freeholder Granados,
Aye.
Freeholder Hudak,
Aye.
Freeholder Kowalski,
Yes.
Freeholder Staton,
Yes.
Freeholder Williams,
Aye.
Chairman Mirabella.
Aye.
Chairman, you have 7 votes in the affirmative.
Very good. May I have a motion to suspend the rules to allow for the joining of both the public comment on resolutions being offered for adoption and the public comment on any governmental issue that a member of the public feels may be of concern to the residents of Union County into one public comment session?
So moved.
Moved by Freeholder Williams. Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Second by Freeholder Garrettson. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Freeholder Garrettson,
Yes.
Freeholder Granados,
Aye.
Freeholder Hudak,
Aye.
Freeholder Kowalski,
Yes.
Freeholder Staton,
Yes.
Freeholder Williams,
Aye.
and Chairman Mirabella.
Aye.
Chairman, that's 7 votes in the affirmative for the suspension of rules.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. The meeting is now open to the public for anyone wishing to speak on resolutions being offered for adoption or any other matter that may be of interest to this board. Jimmy will go through the people who have signed up for that, and we'll go in order. So if you can let me know who is first, and then we'll go from there.
Certainly, Chairman. We do have 5 individuals in our queue for tonight's freeholder meeting. We'll lead with the first individual. I believe the name is Quanae Palmer Chambliss.
Okay, you have the floor. Do you have any questions or comments?
Yeah, hi, how are you? I just wanted to make a comment as a member of the public, and I just wanted to know whether or not some changes had been made. During the beginning of the pandemic, if you were applying for some sort of assistance from the county, you were required to either go in physically or mail things, and no accommodation or attempted accommodation was made for people who may have been in high-risk medical categories and due to COVID-19 were staying in and limiting their interaction with the public. So there was no online option given that anybody could have given to turn their paperwork into the county. As a result, a lot of cases got dismissed for non-compliance, but there was nobody answering phones, nothing for people to get in. So I'm wondering, as the numbers are going up and we might be moving towards another shutdown, has the county provided an opportunity for people to be able to turn in any and everything that is needed via some sort of computerized method to avoid contact with the public? Because I thought that was very unfair when so many other social service organizations had provided online options for that purpose.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I'm going to ask Director Anderson to respond.
And by the way, I did send emails to Director Anderson. None of them were returned.
Well, that's not, thank you for your information. That's typically, if I missed an email, I apologize, but typically I answer every email that we receive, and it goes over to the action line for us to respond. Our county, based on approval from the state, for the online application to receive backup documentation was not really approved. Most of the things, especially for Workforce New Jersey and other sensitive materials, have to be mailed in or dropped off to our facility. But I can respond at a later time if you put your information in the chat box or anything, and I'll be able to contact you offline and have someone from my office return your call and walk through the process that we're doing at Social Services. Happy to assist any way that I can, because everyone needs to be served, and that's our commitment.
All right, Director, thank you for that.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
This is Jim Pelletier, clerk. I just want to advise you, I do have the email for the member of the public, and I can certainly forward that over to Director Anderson tonight.
Okay, that would be helpful, Jim. Thank you for that. Okay, who's next on our list, Jimmy?
The next individual would be Mr. Bruce Patterson.
Okay, Mr. Patterson, you are up, and please give us your comments.
Yes, good evening. I guess you can hear me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Freeholder Board. This is Bruce Patterson, Garwood, New Jersey. I did send my comments in, but I can read them for the record, and hopefully you can answer the questions. I'll speak first as to the general comments. You're planning to build a county government complex on the county motor vehicle services property. Could someone please tell me where the motor vehicle services will be relocated to? Also, in reference to the election tallies, are they going to be actually broken down by district or ward in the towns, since the local political parties many times analyze them for demographics every year? To the public comments on resolution, Reso 796 is for $2,900 to Visual Computer Solutions to provide maintenance and services of time management systems and the time clock for 1 month. This is the third resolution I've seen for Visual Solutions for teaching employees how to use a time clock for 1 month. This doesn't make sense. So why is this appearing a third time? Reso 803 is for $983,000, nearly $1 million, for 1 year for a contract from the New Jersey Department of Human Services for our alcoholism drug abuse program to help those living in poverty and or without insurance. Just a simple question. That $983,000, is that from the state for the 1 year program, or is this being county taxpayer funded? Number 806 is a small amendment to the total of $6.8 million from the Federal Department of HUD for CDBG and HOME programs. The reso actually says fiscal year 2020. So does that mean we expended these $6.8 million in funds already? And also, I would like to know what the cost split is of the $6.8 million between the CDBG and the home programs. Number 807, 808, and 809 together. These three resos are for grant applications replacing what is called minor bridges in Springfield, Plainfield, and Westfield. Engineering project numbers are 2018 and 2016. How much are we asking for in granting? And what is the process for determining why these minor bridges need replacement? That's for Director Graziano, obviously. Number 812 is for legal settlement of $80,000 in Deandra Wallace versus Union County. In September 2020, the county had settled a suit involving corrections officers Deandra Wallace as defendant for $110,000 paid for by the taxpayers. Now here's another suit. This time Ms. Wallace is the plaintiff, and we are paying her $80,000. What is this one about that the taxpayers are footing the bill for? How much in legal costs are going to pay for this second suit? And Resolution 813 and 814, which was talked about by the county council, but a little more detail. It's for a list of pre-qualified attorneys for redevelopment council services for the county government complex, and now funding it with $50,000. The questions from the public. Who is on this approved list, it sounded like there were two legal firms. What one actually backed out, and why does the county actually need them when it's all being handled by the UCIA? Also, do we have some kind of rough expectation of how much this line item will cost over $50,000? Only because I've seen so many times a legal cost resolution also jumps and jumps and jumps. So thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Patterson, thank you. We'll go through your items. I'll ask the county manager to address the first item on motor vehicle services.
Thank you, Chairman. I actually could address the first two items. There's been no determination yet about where motor vehicles will be going. And for the elections question, because I know Nicole is busy still counting the ballots, they will be tallied down to the ward and district level.
Like every other year.
Like every other year.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, let's go to Director Anderson next. I guess there was questions on 803.
For the VCS time management system, we've done it in a quarterly. This is the end of the year. This is the last time we're going to use that company. So it is the bill for the end of the year, December, the month of December. So that's that. And if I may, Chair, through you, I will answer the other question.
Yeah,
The
go ahead.
983,000 is the state funding for prevention, treatment services, and recovery. So it's not taxpayers, is 983,000 from the state. What the county matches is 138,549, brings a total of the grant program to 1.1 million.
Okay. Director, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll move to Deputy County Manager on CDBG. Can you add some thoughts to that?
Yes, Chairman, I'd be happy to. We were notified early this week, Monday, in fact, that the formula that they had originally used to calculate our 2020 fiscal year allocation, which by the way, started on September 1st, that's the way the HUD dollars work, was done incorrectly and resulted in a reduction of $670. So the breakdown of that total is CDBG is $4,708,622, and the Home Investment Partnership funds are $1,254,409.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Deputy County Manager. Director Graziano, can you add some comments, Mr. Patterson's questions on bridges?
Yes, I can, Chairman, through you. This year for 2021, we received $1.938 million from the state through the Local Bridge and Future Needs Program. All these bridges we've been designing for years. We have to spend the money within a year of when we get it. 2 years from when we get it. So if these bridges aren't designed and shovel ready, we can't apply for the grants for these bridges. So these bridges here are shovel ready. As far as how they're determined, the state does inspections on the bridges every 2 years, and we have an ongoing list. And also, he should have referenced 2020-800 is also on that list as well, as far as one of the bridges that we're going to be doing with this $1.9 million.
All right, Director Graziano, thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
We'll move to County Council. There was some questions on your items. So can you just add some thoughts to that as best you can?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On the legal settlement, this was a pending lawsuit. It was held a mediation with retired Judge Crispin, who has recommended to the county settling this matter at this amount. So based on our attorney's recommendation and the judge's recommendation, we did recommend to the board to settle this. There's no admission of any wrongdoing on the part of the county, but it's really just an economic weighing of the of what is best for the county. I would note that the prior lawsuit that the question mentions was dismissed without us paying anything to the plaintiff on that other lawsuit. On the redevelopment council, I think I've explained that fairly extensively. What was it called? Let's see, who were the two law firms? Mariziti Falcon and Lum Drasco and Positan were the two firms that applied. And as I said, they were both qualified, but based on other factors, it was determined to assign this part to Lum Drasco. This is an ongoing project. It's impossible to say at this time how much additional legal fees will be. It really depends on how much work they have to put in, but it is a big project and the county needs to have outside expert counsel to make sure that things are handled properly. Thank you, Chairman.
All right, Bruce, thank you. Mr. Clerk, who's next in the queue?
The next individual is Mr. Daniel Hahn.
Hello, Mr. Hahn. Do you have comments? Typically, Mr. Hahn does not have comments. He just is on, but I don't know if we don't hear from him, we'll move on to the next person.
Certainly. The next individual is a Victoria Vasquez.
Hello, Ms. Vasquez. Do you have any comments for the freeholders at this time?
Hello, no, I have none at this time.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyone else, Mr. Clerk?
No one else in our queue, unless again, Mr. Hahn had something to say. Okay.
No comments at this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hahn. Mr. Clerk, I understand there might be something you want to read into the record that was received.
Yes, I did receive an email from a member of the public, and I will read it verbatim for the record. Hello, my name is Maria Echevarria, and I live in Elizabeth, and I'm here representing Freedom Angels. I dropped this off with Annie McNair, Union County Director of Health, with 5 to 7 packets of supporting documents on October 29th, 2020. In the original letter, it does have a phone number and a website to contact Freedom Angels. To the agents in charge of county public health, Nationwide Public Health is holding the rein on the COVID-19. To date, there has not been an adequate or appropriate course correct, and the response has caused more suffering and destruction than the virus. Therefore, as a community, we declare the end to the pandemic and will peacefully engage in non-compliance with the unwarranted and unjust restrictions. We demand public health participate in the course correct by doing the following. 1, end local health emergency if applicable. 1A, work with local officials to bring an immediate end to the local public health emergency. 2, open the doors. 2A, participate in a public town hall series with all community stakeholders to directly address grievances and find solutions through a transparent due process to include burden of proof and liability. 3, defund testing and tracing. 3A, limit CARES money allocation for testing and tracing to symptomatic cases. B, participate in expert panel investigation on efficiency and function of testing. 4, fund healthy communities. 4A, make access available at the earliest point of contact to the entire spectrum of natural and allopathic therapeutics to fund programs on immune health. 5, free elders and disabled. 5A, immediate process for in-person access to comfort and advocate for loved ones in care facilities. 6, free or kids. 6A, remove barriers to the immediate opening of in-person education with no mask or social distancing requirements. 6B, education and support programs addressing the health and psychological risks and effects of the lockdown restrictions. 7, stop violating Americans with Disabilities Act. 7A, rigorously ensure that supportive services for children with IEPs and adults with disabilities are being adequately honored. 7B, no mask mandates, denounce mask shaming and protest ADA privacy and rights. 8, stop destroying small businesses. 8A, stop and/or do not allow partnering with state licensing to harass small businesses. 8B, remove restrictions on occupancy and mask requirements. 9, no vacancies mandates. Vaccine mandates, my apologies. 9A, immediate public community bioethic and safety panel discussions on all developing COVID-19 vaccines, including mRNA and DNA. 9B, no COVID-19 vaccine mandate to ensure the full and equal access of children and adults to participate in society, school, work, entertainment, travel, church. 9C, education programs on risk and exemptions to the COVID-19 vaccine. 10, public health is liable. 10A, you are in violation of fundamental human and constitutional rights, and you would be held accountable for reparations. Signed, Maria Echevarria, Freedom Angels.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Clerk. So that, I think, is the last public comment. I'll close that portion of the meeting and ask for a motion to adopt resolutions 2020-794 through 2020-817.
So
So
moved.
So
moved.
move. Second.
By Freeholder Granados. I don't know who the second was.
Hudak,
Freeholder Hudak, the second. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Certainly, Freeholder Garrettson,
Yes.
Freeholder Granados,
Aye.
Freeholder Hudak,
Aye.
Freeholder Kowalski,
Yes.
Freeholder Staton,
Yes.
Freeholder Williams,
aye.
and Chairman Mirabella.
Aye.
Chairman, you have 7 votes in the affirmative on all resolutions.
All right, very good. Thank you. We will go on to freeholder reports and comments. And I will start with Freeholder Granados. He's first on my list.
Thank you very much, Chairman. I have no comments, just, like I said before, wish all our veterans yesterday happy Veterans Day and salute to them for everything they've done for our country. That's it. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you, Freeholder. Freeholder Staton.
Thank you, Chair. I'll bank my time today.
Very good, Freeholder. Thank you. Freeholder Williams.
Thank you, Chairman. I also want to wish everyone a very good Veterans Day. As was noted at the beginning of our other meeting, the Queer in the Military Empowerment Hour was really fantastic. And I'm looking forward to the next hour, which will be on allyship, how to be a good ally to the LGBTQ community. The other thing is I attended the mask distribution today in the city of Plainfield with special guest Director Graziano and very special guest Assemblywoman Linda Carter. And I just wanted to bring greetings and thanks on behalf of Mayor Mapp. He wanted to let you know how much the city of Plainfield appreciates all that the county does. And they were just really pleased to get yet another shipment of masks, which they distribute on a regular basis. And then finally, Chairman, I just want to wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving holiday. I know there are modifications and, everyone can't do everything that they might want to do on a regular Thanksgiving time. So do the best you can. And again, happy Thanksgiving. That's it for me, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Freeholder Williams. Appreciate you. Freeholder Hudak.
I'm going to bank my time as well. Thank you to all our veterans and a happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Very good, Freeholder. Thank you, Freeholder Kowalski.
Thank you, Chairman. I'd like to add my thanks to our veterans and best wishes to all who are currently in the military and serving the country. Also, thanks to all the staff and volunteers who continue to serve Union County with their testing for COVID, such an important service at this time. And thanks to all who participate in the food packing and distribution. Unfortunately, another necessary service. Best wishes to all for Thanksgiving, and please mask up whenever in public and stay safe. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Freeholder Kowalski. Appreciate that. Freeholder Garrettson.
Thank you, Chairman. I want to ditto and echo all the comments that have been said. I want to expand a little bit on what Freeholder Williams said. We do have a press release that is circulating. We are actually doing Mask Up 2. It's 90,000 masks throughout our entire county. So we actually went to a couple of places today, and we'll be revisiting some of the ones we went to our first round. We're back out there again tomorrow, but it's again going to every single municipality between late October and now early November. So we just want to thank everyone in public safety, because this initiative wouldn't be possible if all the good storage didn't happen in our county facility. So I just wanted to make that note, thank all of the respective leaders throughout our 21 municipalities. Thank you for being available to us so that we can do this partnership collaboration together. It truly does not go unnoticed. And then lastly, I just want to acknowledge, as we continue to march forward to Thanksgiving, please be safe. We hear all of the reports that are coming out. We hear that we really should try to take care of our family, give thanks by not being around our family. So, life is too short. So please do the best you can to stay safe. And we look forward to seeing you soon. We have a number of distributions that are coming up. Keep an eye out for all of the distributions, all the announcements. They're just very, very fantastic. We've all collaborated to make them possible. So we want to hopefully have you, if you need it, tell a friend to come on out and do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Freeholder Garrettson. Appreciate it. I have a very quick report. I mean, I've enjoyed, many county residents have enjoyed the drive-up concerts that have been going on. Actually, I attended one on Sunday evening. Freeholder Granados, what was the name of that band?
Funk Urban Salsa.
Yeah, and very, very good. A lot of fun. And so we'll see how many, if we can do anything else for this year. Certainly it might be something that's comes back with us for next year, but it's a lot of fun. A lot of people work very hard in the Parks Department and the county police and everyone that's helped set that up. The Union County Performing Arts Center has been instrumental in organizing the bands and get everything set up there. I can really thank Ellen Chase and Vicky Durbin Drake for all her and all their efforts, really getting us to the point where we could have something. And it's been fun. People are getting a kick out of it, and it's been terrific. So thanks for everybody that worked on those efforts. And for me, I mentioned something early on about Veterans Day. I had a chance to go to the Scotch Plains Veterans Day ceremony and the Fanwood ceremony. And someone mentioned Assemblywoman Carter. I think she misses us because she was at our county event in Scotch Plains Veterans event. So good to see the Assemblywoman out in our community. Obviously, a colleague of many, if not all of ours, before she went to the Assembly. And I want to thank her for her hard work and for her really for her staying connected with us through her efforts and our collective efforts. Okay. With that, I think we're all set. I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Freeholder Williams and seconded by Freeholder Garrettson. No? Was it Freeholder Kowalski? Freeholder Staton. I'll get it eventually. So, all right. So it's been motioned and seconded. I'm sorry for that. And Mr. Clerk, I guess we'll do all in favor. So all in favor?
Aye.
All right. We are adjourned. Have a great Thanksgiving, everyone, and stay safe out there. Appreciate you.
Bye-bye.